Welcome everyone. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott, and in today's video, we are going to be focusing on how to import custom dispute letters inside of Credit Repair Cloud. Now, keep in mind, you do not need to use a software, but it makes life a whole lot easier. Now, some people just don't simply have the budget for Credit Repair Cloud yet, and that's perfectly fine. Our letter library, which you will see a link in the description to purchase a copy of our letter library that has hundreds of dispute letters. You can customize them to fit your needs. We also have our dispute letters that we actually use inside of Credit Repair Cloud. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually import those letters into your library so that way you can use them, you can customize them, and you are not going to be using some of those cookie cutter letters that are out there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you want to do is log in to your Credit Repair Cloud account. Now, keep in mind, guys, I have a ton of different training videos that will teach you how to repair credit inside of the app Credit Repair Cloud. But you do not have to use Credit Repair Cloud. You can take this same concept and you can apply it whether you're using Microsoft Word, Google Docs, whatever you're using, use the same concept, okay? Because Credit Repair Cloud is, again, it's just a tool to help you automate it, keep you organized. It keeps everything in one place. And I've been using Credit Repair Cloud for quite a while now. And, you know, there might be other software out there that is better, but once you get comfortable using a software and you get everything set up, it's really hard to transfer to other platforms. So I use Credit Repair Cloud as a tool to help keep us organized. We have all of our clients' files documented, and it just helps keep you organized. So that's part of the problem with a lot of you credit heroes out there is you're not organized and you don't keep good records of things. So it can be, it can spin out of control very quickly. So that's why I do recommend using something like Credit Repair Cloud to keep everything, and you'll have all of your clients' letters saved in one location if for some reason they were to ever request them. Now, first things first, we want to go ahead and log in. We want to go over to the library tab. At the very top of the screen, you'll see your library tab. We want to go over to our library and we want to just click on add new letter. Now you'll notice here I have a lot of my letters in here and they all have A1 in front of them. The reason for that is so they will pop up at the very top of our selection when we are looking for a letter, and it keeps us organized. So if you have people that help you like virtual assistants, then they will populate at the very top of the screen. And at the end of the day, we probably only are going to use about 10 different dispute letters for the most part. Of course, some of those items might be custom and, some explanations will be needed, but for the most part, we can use the same group of letters, and that's why I put together this letter library, and inside of the letter library, you can see all of these dispute letters that we actually use. And I tell this to everyone. Even if you are getting our letters in our letter library, you want to make sure that you are customizing them to fit your needs. Customizing them so you are the only one that has ever used this letter. You can reword the letter. You can use apps like SpinBot or other apps out there that will help you rewrite the words. It all means the same thing at the end of the day. But you really want to watch some of the ways that your letters are being rewritten because sometimes they don't necessarily make sense. They're not clear. So you want to make sure that your letters are simple and clear. They don't need to be long. They don't need to say a bunch of unnecessary things. You can literally keep it short and sweet. My motto is, the KISS method. You want to keep it super simple. That's the KISS method. You don't need to overthink things. You just need to keep it super simple. Okay. And that's what it comes down to. A lot of people that I coach and that I work with, they say, well, I get so caught up on, the reasons and the instructions and all of these things. No, we just need to keep it simple. You can literally leave it as simple as this information is unauthorized. This information is inaccurate. This information is unknown. The instruction, please delete it from my credit report immediately before I proceed with legal action. Please delete. You don't need to go into this big, long, drawn out explanation. Okay. Just keep it simple. All right. So we're in our letter library. Let me just open up one of our letters. This is going to be our round 1 letter. This is just a basic letter. And honestly, this letter is a multi-purpose letter. It can be literally used for any type of situation. And the first thing that I would recommend is to clear all of your formatting. So you want to go up to format and you want to clear the formatting. So that way it will literally all mesh together, because sometimes you're rewording things, you're changing things, so on and so forth. So you'll see here that we are using a lot of the FCRA law in our letters. The one that we really like to use a lot is 15 USC Code 1681A4, consumer right to privacy. We all have the right to privacy, but yet the credit reporting data companies are constantly violating our rights as a consumer. So again, understanding the law is going to be very helpful to you. I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. I just go based on my experience. Okay. So again, guys, if you haven't by now, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Check out all of the links in the description. Everything that I talk about is going to be in the description links for us to connect more, for you to sign up for one-on-one coaching sessions. I not only do personal credit, but I also help you with business credit as well. Okay. But it all starts with personal credit. It all starts with the foundation. Okay. So we got to get our foundation set up properly before we can really dive into business credit, because business credit is really based on, a lot of your personal credit. Okay. So what we want to do is just kind of format the letter how we want to. And again, if you download the app Grammarly, it's going to help you spell check, because a lot of times people, it's okay to misspell things. You don't feel like you have to be 100% perfect. But Credit Repair Cloud does not have spell check. So the app Grammarly is actually going to help you get everything kind of, spelled correctly, formatted, grammar, all of those good things. So I highly recommend it. They have the free version, which is really all that you need. And it's going to help you kind of get through a lot of this information here. Okay, so there we have it. We have a lot of the consumer laws in there, and you'll notice all of these items that are in brackets are literally from the placeholders right here. These placeholders are what's going to automatically generate the information that it says. So if it says bureau address, that's actually going to generate the credit bureau's name and address. So you really only need the bureau address in there, because the name will auto-populate. So if I put the name on top of the address, then I'll have 2 names, and we don't want that. So we have the name of the bureau by just simply putting the bureau address, which will incorporate the name and the address. We have the current date, which will generate the date. And then I just put, a quick what this is regarding. Okay. And we can just literally leave it like that. That's fine. And then hello, bureau name. That's where we can incorporate the bureau name. That'll generate who we're writing the letter to. And I simply go on to say, look, this is my only name, my only address. So this letter is going to literally correct your personal information. You can add inquiries to it. You can add collections to it. You can add charge-offs to it. You can add any type of account to this letter, because this is what's considered a round one dispute letter. And it literally covers everything, because a lot of that stuff is kind of, can be all grouped together, because negative accounts, no matter if it's an inquiry or a collection or anything, the bottom line is we have to get that account information onto our dispute letter. And this right here, these dispute item and explanation, it will generate all of the accounts that you have selected. So whether it's an inquiry or an actual collection, charge off, whatever, it'll list all of the accounts that you have selected. And this right here, you can put in your personal information in addition, but this is also letting them know, hey, my only name is this. My only address of 2+ years is this. So we're kind of correcting and enforcing our personal information first and asking them to kindly remove all other names and addresses that do not belong to me. Okay. And once this is saved in your letter library, it's so easy to just use it over and over. And I always recommend to kind of, update your letters every so often, kind of change them up a little bit, so that way the credit bureaus don't start noticing them. And then you can format this however you see fit. Now, one thing that I like to do is kind of be different than everyone else and format things very different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to format, and we are going to try to put this into, and notice all of the different formats that you can use. So you can bold it, you can underline it, you can put in different types of font. Okay, you can align it separately, font size, line height. I like to go small on the lines because there's really no reason to have so many lines, because it just, takes up more paper. And we want to try to save space. So we can reduce the lines and format this however you see fit. If you want to add a text color, now obviously I print in black and white, so text color is not really going to help any. In this case, we would not need that. But you see how much room it just saved us by reducing the line space, okay? And you don't want your letters to be super long. You want to try to stick to no more than 2 pages. So that way, when you print everything out, and I always recommend printing and mailing. Credit Repair Cloud is incorporated now with Lob, which is how they got Cloud Mail. And Lob is a great way to send out your letters automated. However, I have noticed that the credit bureaus don't take kindly to it. Number one, sending your letters through Cloud Mail is very expensive. Not necessarily the fastest, because they're so backdated on everything and everything is backed up. So it's a lot faster and less expensive for you to simply print all of the letters that you have and mail them out the old-fashioned way. You can find someone who's young that can literally just sit there and put your letters together. You can staple your letters. That's what I do. But in regards to putting your letters in Letter Library, this is how you guys would do it. You can literally use the placeholders to populate the information that you see fit. And a lot of our letters have the information already populated, but again, you just want to understand how to format this. And, like it says right here, and then I just put the client's first name and last name, the natural person did not consent to or authorize nor benefit from the following inquiries or accounts. And we can actually put this, change this, and actually, let me go back. We're going to actually copy this whole area right here, and we're going to put this right where we're going to put all of our items right here. Okay. And we can move that up. There we go. So now this actually looks really good because it's not super spaced out. It's going to produce everything that I want. It's got all my USC codes in there. So it makes it very easy to just insert whatever it is that we're talking about. Okay. We're going to just correct that. And when it says client's address, that will include the street name, the city, state, and zip. So you don't need to put all of that separated. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and submit. You want to make sure that you submit the letter in order for it to actually save. And then you can test it out and make sure that it looks correct. Unfortunately, there's no way to really like preview it in that manner, but you'll notice that I have put an A1 in front of it, so it populates at the top of the list. You can go over here and edit the template, or you can simply just click on the words right there. But this is where you want to put in all of your dispute letters. When you purchase our letter library, you can actually click on add a letter right here. You can copy and paste. What you want to do is select what type of letter this is, whether it's a credit bureau letter, a creditor letter, a collection letter. What type of letter is this? Okay. And a lot of our letters will specify what type of letter it is. Okay. But anything going to Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion, that's going to be a credit bureau letter. You're going to make sure that it's active, of course. And then for the letter title, you can just put in A1, so it'll populate at the top of your list, and put in a brief description. If it's a round one, put in custom round one letter, or you could put in round one and then just put custom letter. And then you can put the date that you last updated it. So we could put 12/21/22 because that's the date that I'm actually recording this video, but it helps you understand, look, this is the last day that I actually edited or modified this letter. So I know that it's, up to date, or maybe, oh, I haven't modified that letter in 6 months. Maybe it's time for me to go ahead and update that letter a little bit because I know I've been using it for a lot of my clients and it's that time. And then you can just paste in your letter right in here and you can reformat it. You can clear the formatting. You can change the way that the fonts are. You can, do a lot of different things. You can bold certain areas, italicize things, underline things. The only thing I don't use is I don't use the strike through superscript. I don't use the code. For those of you that, do use code, maybe that's something that you can utilize more. But we just want to keep it super simple. That is the name of the game. You don't need to overthink it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just want to make sure that it's formatted so it doesn't look like it's coming from Credit Repair Cloud. That's the main goal. Format your letters so no one else has ever used them. They are 100% custom. They are not looking like they're from Credit Repair Cloud, okay? Doing all of those things is going to help you get the results, okay? That is the name of the game right there. And again, viewing your placeholders. So this information, and again, you want to copy it from bracket to bracket. So if you want the social security number to populate, this is the bracket that you would need to copy and paste. I am a huge copy and paster. And then you just want to clear the format because you don't want it to be some weird font when the rest of the letter is not formatted like that. So we just want to clear the formatting. And then once you're done formatting the letter, you want to go ahead and just hit that submit button and boom, you're done. So go to the link in the description. You can access our letter library. It's actually on sale now. And I give you a lot of the letters that are in my library. You just literally have to copy and paste them, reformat them, maybe change them up a little bit. Make sure to download the app Grammarly so that way it will help you determine what misspellings you have or maybe what changes need to be made. It's a great free app for you to just improve your game. And again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, Credit Coach Nicole Scott. Follow me on Instagram. I just got my Facebook account back. So you can now follow me on Facebook, Nicole Scott. Credit Coach Pros is my Facebook page. But I want you to take action. If you feel like you need more of the hand-holding, the one-on-one coaching, that's not a problem. I also have several coaching packages and they are all on sale now. Make sure to get the coaching packages while they are still low because my prices are going up in 2023. The more clients that I get, the less time that I actually have. So I have to make sure that I'm working with people that are serious, committed, willing, ready, and able to take action and take this business to the next level, guys. We are not here to, take this lightly. We are here to become the next credit repair millionaire. Okay, so let's go. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, let me know what you have found most valuable about the video, and make sure that you have watched the entire Credit Repair Cloud training playlist. There are over 20 different videos that will literally provide you with free training. And this is not the type of training that anyone else is going to be providing you for free. Believe me, when I first started, this type of information was simply not available. I spent thousands and thousands, over $10,000 I spent on different courses and mentors and trainers and coaches. But literally, I got all of that information and I put it all together for you guys. And a lot of my information out there is free. We have a lot of free items in the Linktree. So you can visit my Linktree, get the free credit building guide. We have the 7 steps to acquire 500K in business credit. So there's a lot of free information out there for you as well if you just simply don't have the budget to invest. And believe me, I get it. Like I said, I have been in your shoes, so I get it. I understand. And I have very, very limited free introduction calls these days because I am very busy and I am on a lot of coaching calls. So if you are serious, ready, willing, and able to make that investment right now, schedule a free call with me and we can talk about how I can help you change your life. But if you don't have the funds to invest, don't book a call with me at this time, because if you're just not ready to move forward with coaching or any of the services that I actually offer that are paid, it's just not a good time. You're just wasting your time. You're wasting my time. And as we all know, time is something that is very valuable. So make sure that you're making the most of it. Watch all of my training videos because there's a ton of great value in these training videos. And the great thing about it is they're on YouTube for free at this time. I also have a credit course. I'll leave the credit course in the description. It's on sale right now. We have the business credit course. It's on sale. And what you can do is buy the course. And if you feel like you need additional one-on-one training, you can always purchase the one-on-one coaching packages. So until next time, make sure to watch the next training video coming up next, and you take care.